Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. Look what I have for you today. Isn't this one beautiful? 1965 Mustang. Now this is a GT 350 Tribute and it is looking absolutely gorgeous. All resto-modded out. A lot of things are Shelby inspired on this car. Everything, I mean, they just did a beautiful job building this thing. That hood is amazing. Absolutely love it. Then of course the bumper, if you notice you don't see any bolts coming out through the bumper. Everything was studded, re-chromed. The bumper's been tucked and shaved. They're fitting beautiful. That front valance is all custom made. It's been peaked out. Just looking absolutely gorgeous. And if you see this black paint, I mean the workmanship on the black paint is off the hook. The guys that did this were professional bodymen, professional painter. I mean, he did an awesome job on this thing. She is black and she is beautiful. The stance on it's awesome. Those wheels kind of look like Magnum 500 wheels. They're all chromed out. They're 17-inch. All the body lines are lining up nice. The doors fit nice. We've got a flat black racing stripe going down the side, which looks really cool. It's got the GT 350 vent windows here. I should say quarter windows. And then wait till you see the interior on this baby. Look at that. Does that look familiar? Well, it doesn't look familiar for a 65, but it sure looks familiar for a 67. That's right. They took the 67 dash and interior out of a 67 Mustang and put it in this 65. Isn't that sweet? And I mean, you cannot tell this does not belong in here. Like I said, Mr. Shelby would have done this if he'd have known about this interior. Of course, it went through all the phases in the years of building these babies. They did a beautiful job on this thing. The 331 under the hood is hooked up to a 4-speed automatic. Of course, all the carpeting's brand new. The fit and finish on the door jambs, everything just looking absolutely gorgeous. I'll grab the key here so we can get in the trunk. All the reflections in this black paint are just beautiful. And again, this rear bumper's been tucked and shaved and the bolts have been removed. Let's see, got a bunch of keys here. Let's see which one it is. There we go. Inside the trunk, doesn't that look sweet? They've done a beautiful job in there also. Fit and finish in the trunk looks just like the rest of the car. And then they also put the battery back here also. That was super cool. Now these taillight surrounds normally have little screws in each corner. Well, they went as far as putting studs in there and re-chroming these babies, so they're customized. And then you really got to look at the way this bumper's all tucked and shaved. And I mean, those bumpers don't look like that. You can stick your finger behind them on most of them. All the body lines on the car are just absolutely gorgeous, sharp as a razor blade. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we do not do any consignment whatsoever. We take the time and check the cars out, then we lay out our money. And then a lot of you may be thinking, what does that mean to me? Most classic car dealers sell on consignment. They sell just about anything that'll roll through the door and they don't know much about the cars. Finding a Vanguard quality car isn't easy. Our team of 15 buyers review thousands of vehicles each month. Our inspectors travel all over the country to handpick each of our cars, which saves you time, money, and frustration. Think of us as your expert hands, eyes, and ears to make sure that you end up with the highest quality car. We have almost 50 team members here at Vanguard, and every one of us is a gearhead. Growing up around the Motor City, all of our families worked in the auto industry. I grew up working in the garage with my dad, and we worked on countless classics over the years. Around here, cars are a way of life. take this baby for a ride. We got one amazing Restomod Mustang right here, guys. She is black, she is beautiful, she is sounding great, handling great. Take this thing anywhere and be proud of it. This is one of a kind right here. Tell you what, I'm falling in love. Handling these curves real nice. I really like the rumble of the exhaust. Tell you, your neighbors definitely know when you're headed out to the car show. She is a sweetheart here. Now, we can deliver this beauty anywhere in the world. You just give Tom a call at 248-974-9513. He'll tell you all about it. Like I said, what's so cool about this car is, man, she's got power, she's got the 4-speed automatic. I mean, and this thing has got the seats moved back. So the previous owner was like, I think he's 6'5", and he had no problem driving this. Maybe just a little tight on the headroom, but plenty of leg room in this beauty. Now, what's really unique about this car is the fact that it's a 65 with the 67 interior. It's got the 67 dash in it, the whole dash. It's got aftermarket gauges in that stock location. I mean, they did a beautiful job putting this thing together. The wood steering wheel, the JVC stereo, and of course I told you about the 4-speed automatic. It's got the quarter windows like the GT 350s had back in the day, which makes it really cool when you're driving. You can look out there, you don't have that big old blind spot, so when you're passing your buddies, you can wave out that quarter way. Hey, there's Aubrey. So we've got about 1.5 million followers on I should say subscriptions on YouTube. And I want to thank every one of you. You can't imagine how much that helps us out. And anybody who wants to subscribe to our channel, go to our channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you're notified when we get a new car in, which we get between 20 and 40 new cars in every month. And we're back here at the shop right now. We're located right here in the Motor City at 15100 Keel Street in Plymouth, Michigan. This building is where our team of 15 world-class mechanics inspect and improve every one of our cars. All of our work is done in-house. Our mechanics only service the vehicles we sell. We start with a thorough inspection and test drive. Then our team gets to work. We take the time to learn each car and fix the things that I would fix if it was mine. If that means the engine needs to come out, then it comes out. When you purchase a classic car from an auction or another dealer, in most cases it hasn't been inspected or serviced. You may be in for some unpleasant surprises. At Vanguard, we save you from the headaches that cost you time and money by handling this process for you. Right down the road is our 40,000 square foot indoor showroom. This building is climate controlled and houses over 100 amazing vehicles. We're constantly bringing in new inventory, so you never know what might show up tomorrow. We are underneath this amazing car now, and man, it is cool. Look at that rear valance. I like how they did the cutout, make it look like a 67 with those pipes, the backup lights. That lower valance is all custom, just looking absolutely beautiful. Of course, the tank's all painted up. The exhaust system's brand new. We got an 8.8 rear end in it. That's a later model Mustang rear end. I just rolled it over and counted it. It's about a 411 gear. You can see the shocks are new. We got traction bars on here. We got disc brakes out back. I mean, everything just looking sweet as can be, man. It is a beautiful job, beautiful bottom side of a car. That's why at Vanguard we show the bottom of every car. We are very proud of them. We got MagnaFlow mufflers. Now these are loud, but they're not too loud. Of course, I like them a little louder. The floorboards, look at these floorboards. I mean, they are painted up, looking absolutely beautiful. We got an X-pipe in here. The frame members are in beautiful shape. We got a 4-speed automatic Ford transmission here. Bell housing is looking good. The pan is custom, also looking good. We got a high torque starter here. We got coilovers holding it up. We got tubular lower control arms, tubular upper control arms. Matter of fact, this is an entire Heights setup up front here. We've got power rack and pinion steering. All aftermarket stuff here, looking beautiful. These are the cooler lines for the trans. We got electric fan on the big aluminum radiator. I mean, this front balance too, the way they tipped this out, everything looking good there. We got great looking wheels and tires. I love these wheels, man. I'll tell you what, I might put a set of these on my Cyclone. These are looking good. 225 45 17s. Now as you look down the side of the car, you can see that stripe real nice. That black paint looking good. Man, it looks pretty. Bottom side of the front fender's nice and clean. Pinch weld looks good. You can see these floorboards nicely painted, looking nice. Now you gotta get down on your hands and knees and look at the bottom of these cars if you just happen to go to somebody's house and look at one, or if you're at a car show. Now out back we got 245 45 17s, and again, these are Krager's, baby, says right there. Let's lower it down and look under the hood. 8-stack, yeah, and it's fuel injected 8-stack. Isn't that sweet? Pop the hood of this baby and be proud. It's a 331 stroker, AFR heads, all aluminum. The top side of this motor is beautiful. Now it says Boss Racing on here. Those are just some good looking valve covers. It's got jet coated headers, power brakes. I already told you about the power steering. You can see that height suspension there, fully adjustable. Alternators polished up, AC units polished up, water pumps polished up, all the pulleys are polished up. How many times can I say polished? There's a lot of polished stuff under here. We got the overflow tank for the radiator here. I mean, everything just looking beautiful as can be, man. That big electric fan keeping this thing cool. Firewalls all painted up, looking good. This is actually the fuel regulator right here. Of course, it's got, you know, what looks like an aftermarket billet distributor in there. These two rails right here are actually your fuel rails supplying fuel to the injectors in that 8-stack setup. Then, of course, take a look at the bottom side of this beautiful hood, man. They did a gorgeous job putting this thing together. Guys, give us a call, 248-974-9513, and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your drive.